This week, we're finishing decorating the bookshelves Paul made last week with some thrifting finds from our shopping trip. Some of the great prices were on the pieces, and some have a colored dot system where you can see on a poster what the prices represented. Everything we bought was ranging from 50 cents to $2 each, and some books were even free. Later in this video, we'll show you some areas in our home where we're starting to decorate in the Nancy Meyers aesthetic and on a budget. We'll be incorporating this look all year, one area at a time in our cottage. We'll show you pieces we've curated through thrifting and purchasing new, respectively. Alright, so here we are. In the next week, I went thrifting and I found some great finds. So, I had the baby's breath I had mentioned last video. I added that to our vase. We had that on hand that I had ordered from Amazon last year. It's sometime in the spring, I believe. Something like that. I have some empty spots here and there. I even have some spots up on the other side here. So I'm basically going to fill in the rest, finish it off. So I found some great books. What I love about these books, they are books that I may not read. I may. I'm a big reader, so I probably will. But really, they were there for the looks. I love the covers. You can remove the jackets if you like that matte finish. Maybe it's the color that's really great. That's what I loved about it. So I found at some local charity shops where we had 50-cent books, we had $1 and $2 books, and a ton of them were free. So a lot of churches around the area that were just giving them away. There's a local area, in our local area, there's a local place where they have a bookstore where they sell books. They have beautiful books that unfortunately are very expensive, but they have a whole section where there's free books. So I love it because I love the colors. You can actually hollow them out if you want. So really cool books. So here are some of the books I have. You can run like a disinfectant wipe over it, which I did. I don't bother inside or anything, but I loved that it was a black color with a matte finish and the gold lettering. So I have that. I have white books. Some are kind of getting yellowy, so I may actually paint them. I know that sounds awful to paint books, but sometimes they may need that. You can also hollow them out if it's a book that doesn't interest you, and you can actually use it as a safe or to hide remote controls, jewelry, whatever you want. There's some black and kind of yellowy white, but I like how there's gold lettering on the side, so that's going to be really great. This one's a cool look to it. It's blue, but the binding here in the end is brown, but I think that's kind of neat. So that's a good combination. There's a tan binding here, and then it's kind of a pinkish, but you won't know because, so this right here is a great combination. I'm going to use that as one of my combos here. I'm going to just kind of fiddle with it and see which shelf I want it on. I'm going to be rethinking some of my items here. Look how cute this little leaf dish is. This is a Lillian Vernon. I was very excited to see that. Isn't that great? So always look at the bottom. But it's in perfect condition. 50 cents at one of the charity shops. And I had these last week in a glass jar. But what I might do is just pile some in the dish. Just pick some random colors. I think that's always a good option. So just put them on top. It's a nice way to display them. You have a purpose there. These were fantastic too. This one is a little worn, but I like that. I like that it's showing some tarnish, and it's very tall. And then we have a smaller one. So what I'm going to do is place this larger one on the bottom, because I was looking for something tall. I'm going to try to toy with it if I want it next to it or somewhere else. Every now and then step back and really look at your shelves and see if that's something that interests you, if you want to make some changes. We have this beautiful picture here. This was $6. It was right near a pottery studio, so I loved that. That might actually be used in a different room the more I look at it. So I have to really think everything through, but that might be after, and we'll see. This beautiful silver frame, which was so great, and that was $1. It's definitely not real silver, but it really looks it, and I love the look of it. So I may, and it's all in perfect condition, by the way, I may just place something really great picture in there. And again, maybe up there on the shelf might be a good idea. This was an interesting glass. It had fruit on it. It was really bumped out and beveled. And they were 50 cents. They were selling them by the glass, but I liked having this as an option for a vase. So I might group it with the dish. Make sure that's not too much. It adds a little height, it adds some color, because we have some emptiness here. So I'm really thinking that through. This cute little heart was also 50 cents. It's in perfect condition. This cute lantern was $3. It has a faux candle in there. So it's starting to yellow a little bit, so I may want to, I did clean it, but I may want to spray paint that at one point. And it holds batteries, so all I have to do is replace the battery. I think that might end up being somewhere else. We also have a mini lantern here. That was also 50 cents. I will give a closer look when I have that resolved where I want it. It's a series of blue and white, which I really liked the colors. We will maybe move this situation. Now I'm going to fill with the rest of the books, trying to color code as best as I can. I like that some are askew. They're not perfectly lined up. I kind of like that look. Some of the smaller ones. Let's see if they fit. This might be where you put a picture in between the books. Maybe put the rest of my crystals on this dish. Let's see, it's not too much. Now, you know, friends, I don't know how long that'll last, because I really like the leaf dish to stand on its own. It's such a pretty dish, and it's hiding because of that. So that may not last as long. And these were free with the vase, with that beautiful pottery vase up there. And I'm still thinking if I want to put this out or not. I like the idea of flowers there, but not quite sure yet. So I'm going to fiddle with it a little bit. It's a possibility. Along with maybe one of the bowls. You can always fill it with something or leave it plain. I think I like that. So that leaves this frame. So I like the idea of having this displayed. So maybe there, I have to decide what I want in that picture frame. I'm still waiting on my chair. So we'll see if by the end of this video, if it's here or not. It may not make it in time. So here are my issues going forward. I like having height down here. I'm just not sure it's balanced correctly, if I like it or not. So that is questionable. That may change by the end of the video. Up here, I was worried it was too cluttered, but I don't mind it too much, but it definitely needs some sort of picture, artwork, something in that frame. And then we have up here, the next one down, sorry, right about there. This one here is fine, but is the combination okay? Up above that, the only issue I have is that pretty white dish. It won't be seen because of the crystals sitting in it. And that green glass is fine for now, but I really wish I had. So I really think I need to put a candle in there. The next one up, it needs almost a little something in front because then we have 2s and 2s, and we talked about the opposites. It really does make a difference in the balance. So it almost needs like a small something in front there of that photo and that mini lantern. And then up above, I'm fine with. Over there we have books. Curious on your thoughts, what you think of this.
We've decided to give this console table a new look. So as we have about 6 or 7 inches of snow on the ground, I'm going to do the sanding of this table in the shed, in my workshop. There's not great lighting in there, so I won't be filming. But I'm going to sand the top really well and give the rest of it a decent sanding just to rough it up. So while we were out thrifting, we picked up this little crock. It's in decent shape. It's got some little chips on it, and there's no label on the bottom, so it's really not worth anything. What we're going to do is sand it down just to cut through this glaze a little bit, and then Gina's got a paint technique she's going to use. While my sander is out from the other project, I'm going to give this a quick sanding. Okay, and for this little crock, I'm going to make some bonding primer with some baking soda to give it kind of a rough finish. And then Gina's going to come back later with a color. But first, the primer. So the baking soda mixed with this primer is going to give it kind of a little rough finish, a little textured. Not sure if there's enough texture, so I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more on top. And whatever sticks to the paint will give it that texture. While I have this paint out, Gina and I really liked how it came out on the console table, so we decided we're going to give that color a try on this hope chest that we use as a coffee table in our basement. So while the paintbrush is still wet, I'm going to give that a coat or two of that.
We found this beauty for free on Facebook Marketplace, and it was worse for the wear, believe me. But we saw the potential and changed the legs and the knobs, gave it a good deep clean, and repaired and repainted it. And here's the beauty now. I'll leave a link below if you're interested in seeing the process of how we had refinished this cabinet. Pieces like these are important in the Nancy Meyers aesthetic, mixing vintage and antiques with your modern pieces, making your design feel intentional. This grouping in the hallway here gives a nice area to an empty spot. We also found this lovely piece of furniture for free and on the side of the road. It needed a clean, a sand, and a paint job. The items around it are things that we had in our home. Plants and artwork on the wall there were all curated and bought through the years. This piece Paul had redone this week was given to me by my mom. She had purchased it on Wayfair and it was damaged. She had to order another one and asked if we'd like to fix it and have it. It's been through a few facelifts. The paint was also from my mom of samples that she purchased when she was redoing her room. So thanks, Mom. Making little vignettes on lovely pieces in areas of your home help with this particular style. Our living room is slowly developing into the Nancy Meyers style. We're still slowly working on it a little at a time. These pieces we have found through the years or have been passed down to us as heirlooms, and things we've purchased as well. We keep seasonal decor these days to a minimum and don't make it too themey. It's very important to keep it very simple and thoughtful.
Finally, our new chair has come in and it's time to put it together. We're going to show the process of hiding this cord in next week's video. I began to work on it already, but I ran into a snag, so it's going to take a little bit longer than I thought, so we'll show the whole process next week.
Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you really enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It's completely free and it really helps our channel grow so we can provide more content for you all. Thanks for watching.